daily. I'll very quickly go search for the YouTube link. It's shared now. So let's start with the updates. The first one today is Martin. Do you want to start?
Yeah, so I've been working on the fork digest and removing the hard-coded stuff. It's a bit more tricky than I thought. It's related to, for example, like we have that when we subscribe to topics because we want to subscribe to the topic corresponding to the current fork digest. I was looking for some solutions. I saw in another client like Lighthouse that so we are using the fork choice store kind of like a God object to get every information from there. And I saw that other clients have like a different abstraction called like the beacon chain that also stores like in which current slot we are and all the configurations for the current chain and the fork digest and some of those things. And I was thinking maybe we can also create some abstractions so we don't load the fork choice store with everything. I mean, we still have to have it because of the spec and the spec test, but there seems to be like some information more related to networking that we can store in a different abstraction. So I was gonna do a proof of concept of that. But it would also help with like the problem we had with the getters and the setters to the fork choice store. Like a lot of the gets we do is like what is the current slot, that kind of stuff that we don't need to query the fork choice store for that if we have this new abstraction.
Okay, sounds interesting. Let us know how that goes. Also, like it would be interesting to know, what you're proposing is to have like two separate, almost God objects, right? Like instead of having just one, having two separate ones. Is that the case?
I mean, the beacon chain is not a God object. It just has the configuration of like, yeah, what is the current fork digest and what is the current time,
Right.
and I mean, yeah, it's a singleton if you mean like with God object, but it doesn't store
Yeah, yeah.
that much information.
It's a bit of a stretch. That's true. So it's kind of taking some parts away from the store so that it's not like as much as a God
Yeah,
object
in
as.
in a way, some things are kind of duplicating, like because the fork choice needs to know the current slot, like it has this untick handler. So, but I think like the beacon chain is more like universal, and the fork choice like it has like the information depends on what the current head is, and so it's more tied with the fork choice logic, and the other one is kind of more global. But yeah, I'm gonna make a proof of concept, and then maybe we can discuss further if it makes sense or not.
Awesome. Yeah. Let's go with it. Thank you for the update. The next one is Fernando.
Yes. For my part, yesterday, after reviewing a little more about the Lighthouse interaction between the execution and the consensus client, I kind of found where the notifier for charge of data function should be called. I opened a pull request about that, so it's ready to review. Also, I updated all PR where I added all the schemas to the containers. I have to date it to the new model instead of SSC types to types. Also, Mega left a comment about not using for the list for the bit list and bit vectors static values, but using the chain spec. So I also did that. Also, Thomas left some comments about the build this PR to make even more simpler the recording part. I also did that. I think it's ready to merge. There is a warning, the analyzer, about the opaque type. I am not sure how to fix that. Yeah,
Let's take a
is
look at that. Is it related with vectors?
yeah, really vectors.
It's probably the guard, like the one. This is something that I was thinking that might happen. I'll take a look into it because I wasn't sure if it was going to be a problem, but we probably need to take a look into it. The idea behind an opaque type is that you're not supposed to care about its internal representation. You're just like need to care about like using its functions. But if you check when is bit string or what was something like that regarding an opaque type, then you are kind of really caring about how it's represented. So we need to figure out a solution there. Uh, yeah, we might define a guard in the bit vector library just so that you can use that, like is bit vector or something like that, and internally it just that's what it needs to do. I'll take note of that. Thank you for the reminder. So that's a whole lot of work. Thank you for that. Do you have a current thing to work on?
No, so yeah, I'm free to take another issue. There is another one with
Awesome.
priority.
That's great. Yeah, we'll figure out something immediately after the meeting. Thank you. That's great. That's a lot of progress. The next one is Scott's Power.
Good afternoon, everyone. Um, yesterday I continued work on methodization of lists. Um, I haven't made a lot of progress. I'm still not able to get the same values, and I'm still doing that. I'm still trying to figure out what they are doing in other implementations. Well, I think it would be more productive for like someone else to maybe take a look, so I can maybe we can figure out together maybe what I'm not getting right. But yeah, I'm still breaking the implementation down. I'm currently running a separate Rust project to kind of take it step by step and break it down. So, but I would appreciate if someone else have a call maybe to look at it together, so I'll maybe get up to speed faster. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, that sounds perfect. We'll get you help as soon as possible. I don't know if Mega is free for that because he's more familiar with hashes, and if not, I can take care of that. I need to do a quick review on the documentation, just so that I don't make you lose time on this, but I can help as well at some point today.
I can
Thank
help if it's brief.
Yeah, I know. I think that you're pretty busy with optimization, so I don't want to take you too much out of that. I will just like right after the meeting, I'll search for something for Fernando to work on, and afterwards, I will get up to date with God's Powers issue, and I will help him. Thank you. Yeah, the next one is Mete. Yeah.
Hello everyone. I was like having some issues about the build issues about this metadata part, and I'm done with that, and we'll need a review for that. And for my second issue, that was about the Merkle hashes. So I'm holding that since we have spoken with Thomas G. I'll take another issue today to work on while the other one is reviewed.
Okay, we'll look for something for you to work on. I'll also try to get you unblocked today. It seems that we have many blockers today, so I'll probably spend a good part of my day on that. Yeah, the good thing is that I'm freer today than I was yesterday, so that's a feasible thing. And the next one is Akash. No, sorry, the next one is Tomas. Sorry about that. I just jumped like 3 slots in the list.
Well, as I've been saying, I think like from 10 days ago, I've been optimizing the processing of logs. I remembered or refound that the CI wasn't passing one of my earlier PRs, so I fixed that. Now I'm gonna update my latest PR and I'm gonna work on some more optimizations. This time it's gonna be more in the I think I'm gonna implement the batch calculation of committees. I've been postponing it just because it's I think it's more work than it's worth, but I think it's one of the things that might speed block processing up. So I'm gonna tackle it now.
That's awesome. Thank you for that. Also, let us know if you need like more eyes looking into what things could be optimized. I think that you have that pretty under control, but as we start to get diminishing returns, because that's how it works, let us know when and if you need more eyes looking into it.
Sure.
Thank you. And now, yes, the next one is Akash.
I edited the code as Thomas G asked, and also I wrote a unit test for snappy decompression, but I'm getting some errors. I'm trying to test the code. It says that the function is error message. Yeah, it says that it's a referred. The snappy decompress frames function is public. So I'm not sure where I'm going wrong.
Interesting. There might be like sometimes we can check this into detail. It sounds like a simple debugging issue. Like typically what they tell you is, hey, I don't know about this. It might be because it might be private, and it might be private actually means I don't know that function. It could, one of the reasons could be that it's private, but it can have a typo or the wrong number of arguments or whatever. So let's look deeper into it and we could check. Because I've never seen like a public function being called private. So usually it's due to a typo or like a caps somewhere or a missing underscore or something like that.
The error
or
is
the module name.
The error it's but in the error it's not exactly calling the snappy decompress frame function. It's calling using __1. I have not defined that function anywhere.
Oh, interesting. yeah, that's a more tricky issue then. The using macro is for templates and stuff like that. Yeah. Let's debug that after the meeting. Okay, another node to unblock. Perfect. So basically, I have to find issues for Fernando and Mete, and also unblock God's Power, Mete, and Akash for the respective issues. Okay, I'm just taking mental notes for my tasks today. So for my update, I will be doing all of those today. Yesterday, I was reviewing Fernando's PR and looking a bit over the roadmap. I will try to resume that today. The idea is to have like a new overview of how we are doing today in the bigger picture. That sometimes we get carried out with the day-to-day tasks, and we need to see, hey, these are the missing features. These are how we are with each of them, like the current ones. Trying to get like how close we are to our release, etc. I think that one of the biggest blockers for release is the optimizing of the state transition function. So that's where Thomas is doing great progress. But aside from that, we need to check if there are missing features anywhere, if there are like more testable, like more things that should be testable, if there are other performance bottlenecks outside of the state transition function, etc. So outside of helping everyone, I've been doing that yesterday, and I will continue my work today after I help everyone unblock. So that's what I will be doing today. So I think that's it. Do we have any more comments or questions? All right. Yeah, thank you very much, everyone, for joining today. I will see you today, basically. We'll chat, and then we see you all in a daily tomorrow.